Today I'm going to show you how to change the oil and oil filter on a Toro TimeCutter equipped with the 22.5 or 24.5 horsepower Toro commercial V-Twin engine. This procedure also applies to Exmark Quest models equipped with the Exmark 708cc V-Twin. Before we get started, let's take a look at where everything is located. Right here you can see is the drain hose. Over here is your oil fill and dipstick. And if we lift the seat here, we can get a better look at our oil filter. It's located down below the engine shroud next to the dipstick tube. There you can see it right there. For supplies, you're going to need a drain pan, a new oil filter, a funnel, and 3 quarts of oil. Toro recommends 530 or 1030 synthetic oil for these engines. I'm using a full synthetic 1030 today, which is a great choice and covers a wide range of operating temperatures. Step 1 is to drain the old oil. We're going to start by positioning our drain pan where the drain hose can easily reach it. I find right behind the tire here is a good place. Next, remove the drain hose from its holder, route it down into the drain pan, and we're going to go ahead and let that drain for about 5 minutes. Most of the old oil should have drained by then, and we can move on to replacing the oil filter. Step 2, we're going to replace the oil filter. I like to start by raising the seat. This gives us a little more room to work and makes it easier to see what we're doing. Next, I like to take an old rag or shop towel, place it underneath the oil filter. This will help catch any oil that drips out and keep things clean. Now we'll go ahead and spin off the old oil filter. If it's too tight to remove by hand, you may need to use an oil filter wrench or a pair of channel locks to break it loose. Once it's off, set the old filter upside down in your drain pan and let the remaining oil drain out of it. We'll go ahead and remove the dipstick now to get it out of the way and ready for step 3. Next, we'll remove our old towel. We'll grab a clean one to wipe the area down around the oil filter, just cleaning up any residual that we may have missed. Now we're ready to install our new oil filter. Remove the packaging, and before installing it, take a small drop of fresh oil. Run it around the rubber gasket on the new filter. This helps lubricate the gasket and allows it to seal properly and remove it easier next time. Now we'll go ahead and spin on the new filter by hand. Once that gasket makes contact, tighten the filter about 3/4 to a full turn. Any more and it'll just be harder to get off next time you do it. As you can see, our oil has slowed down to a drip. We'll go ahead and route the drain hose back through its holder, working it back into place and securing the end of the hose onto the nipple at the top. Make sure everything is seated securely and the hose is held firmly in place. Then we'll grab a clean rag, wipe down the hose, surrounding area again, just cleaning up any residual oil. Then we'll be ready for step 3. We're on to step 3 now. We're almost at the finish line. Now it's time to add our new oil. Start by putting a funnel in the oil fill tube. These engines have an oil capacity of about 2.3 liters or roughly 2.4 quarts. I like to start a little less with about 2 1/4 quarts and stop there. It's always easier to add a little more oil than it is to take some back out. So we'll start a little low and bring it up to the proper level when we check the dipstick if it needs some more. Once we've got our 2 1/4 quarts in, we'll let it sit for about 5 minutes. This gives any residual oil in a dipstick tube time to drain down into the crankcase so we can get an accurate reading on our dipstick. Now we're on to our final step, step 4, checking our oil level. We'll remove the dipstick, wipe it clean, then reinstall it all the way before pulling it back out so we can get an accurate reading. You want the oil level to be between add and full marks on the dipstick. If it's a little low, you can add a small amount of oil at a time and check it again until you're at the proper level. Once our oil level looks good, we'll reinstall the dipstick, fire it up, get back out there and cut some grass.